Before now, we were challenging candidates.
Yes.
Now we are challenging the sitting president.
Yes.
So for us, it will be sweeter. For them, the vote will be greater.
Yes.
And for Nigeria, the change will be stronger.
The summary of today's hearing at the ongoing Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal sitting at the Appeal Court Complex, Abuja. Today's hearing was very short, but that wouldn't stop us from giving you the full transcript of what happened in court. Today's hearing started as usual with the introduction of everyone. P2B was live with Lati Babamed. He represented himself and the Labour Party. Carlo SAN was the Labour Party's lead counsel today. AB Mahmood SAN represented INEC, while Tinubu was represented by Wole Olanipeku SAN. APC was represented by Fagbemi SAN. It started by Carlo SAN standing up in court and telling the court, "Our plan is to start with documents presentation. Unfortunately, we encountered some problems at our secretariat. 2 of our key staff fell ill suddenly. For this reason, we are pleading for an adjournment to tomorrow only." The presiding judge, Honorable Justice Samane, responded, "What about necessities?" Carlo SAN replied, "We have spoken about paragraph 4 just yesterday, but the situation has suddenly changed. My lord, with the greatest humility and apology, I plead for tomorrow morning adjournment if my application is granted." The presiding judge accepted. "Thank you." The INEC legal representative Mahmood SAN interjected, "I thought the learned counsel would have given us heads up on this, but it is their case and I will not object this adjournment. But this must be counted as one of their days in their allocated time." Justice Samane agreed, "Of course, they are eating into their own time." Mahmood chipped in again, so no objection. Wole Olanipeku also added his own voice. "He is my senior colleague, sir, so no objection to the adjournment." The APC legal team head, Fagbemi SAN, also agreed. "No objection, my lord." The presiding judge now ruled, "Okay then, the case is hereby adjourned to tomorrow, 1st June 2023. Yes, this is the full transcript of what happened in court today as far as the Labour Party petition is concerned. This is normal, even in criminal or civil cases. When the legal team sees that they have a problem, or maybe they missed something they should have included in a document, or that there is a mistake in something that they want to present in court, they always find a diplomatic way or professional way of giving an excuse to the court and getting an adjournment so as not to hurt their own case. So in this case, the judge is equally right, and also the defendants, because everyone has been allocated time to present their case. In this case, Labour Party was allocated 3 weeks to present their case and call witnesses. So don't take it as if it's a matter of incompetence. The team are well grounded. If you look at all the lawyers involved in the Labour Party legal team, it can happen to anyone. No one is above mistake. They will need to correct this so that the defense will not capitalize on the mistakes that they saw. Since today's hearing in the court is very short, let's use this opportunity to correct some impressions that people have about the election, about the petitions, and many other issues surrounding it, rerun, if there will be a runoff election and all that. Let's start with the runoff election. Many people think that going by the INEC allocated figures, that if the court orders a rerun election, that it will be between Tinubu and Atiku because they came first and second respectively. But that's not the case. Before we see what the Constitution says about the candidates that will go for a runoff election in this kind of situation where there are many candidates, this is not saying that what the court will arrive at is a runoff election. No, not at all. But a runoff election is still one of the possibilities. Outright cancellation, proving that Labour Party won the election, many things. It can be anything that the court will rule when they deliver judgment. So it's just an assumption. If the court orders a runoff election, who among the 3 candidates, Tinubu, Atiku, and P2B, will go for the runoff election? It's only 2 persons anyway. The answer to that question can be found in Section 134 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In that Section 134, we'll be looking at subsection 3. where it says, in a default of a candidate duly elected in accordance with subsection 2 of this section, there shall be a second election in accordance with subsection 4 of this section, at which the only candidate shall be a candidate who scored the highest number of votes at any election held in accordance with the said subsection 2 of this section. And this "and" means including, plus, just like in the 25%, but we'll leave that for now. The B says, one among the remaining candidates who has a majority of votes in the highest number of states. We'll come back to what majority means. So, however, that where there are more than one candidate with majority of votes in the highest number of states, the candidate among them with the highest total number of votes cast at the election shall be the second candidate for the election. Just to break this place down before going to what majority of the votes means, it means that if there are two candidates that scored the same majority in the same number of states, that means the person that will be selected in this situation will be the person with the highest number of votes. This is the section that disqualifies Atiku. But let's get back to what majority of the votes means. Majority of the votes cast in a state means more than 50%. If a candidate scores less than 50%, that means the remaining people voted for the other parties, which stands for majority anyway, although their votes are scattered among many candidates. So for that reason, in order to score a majority, it is a democracy we are practicing. The Constitution stipulates that you must win more than 50% to be termed majority. Now, let's look at the person that scored the majority in the highest number of votes when you remove the person that came first. Going by the INEC allocation, Tinubu came first, so he fulfills section 134 subsection 3A. Now, going by section 134 subsection 3B, the person that scored the majority in the highest number of states is Peter Obi. He cleared the whole southeast, and he scored the majority, more than 50%, in Edo and Delta State. Atiku did his own in just 4 states: Yobe, Gombe, Kebbi, and his home state of Adamawa. Remember that this calculation is based on the official results announced by INEC. If the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal is able to determine the lawful votes, then the result will be different. So you can understand why the APC are always attacking Peter Obi and the Labour Party. Because if this matter goes up to a runoff election, that means it will be between the APC and the Labour Party. PDP won't participate in a runoff election. And if there is a runoff election, if the judgment will be a runoff election, that means they will need partnerships. They will need to partner many parties, go in alliance. Maybe Tinubu has already started that by the meeting he had with Kwankwaso in France. So this explanation is very important for people who keep saying that Peter Obi won't even participate in a runoff election in case the court orders one. As you can see from the Constitution, it will be between Tinubu and Peter Obi. Always remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel for those who haven't subscribed. Tomorrow is another day. We will bring you the updates and the entire summary, the full transcript of what transpired in court. Thanks for watching.